Good morning, everyone. Welcome. We're anticipating Mayor Baraka soon. Welcome, Municipal Council members, leadership of Bloomberg, Bird, VO, and thank you, everyone in attendance, for joining. My name is Dolores Martinez Wood, and I am the Director of the Department of Engineering of the City of Newark. And today we're here to celebrate reaching over 1 million rides in the NewarkGo program. This is the city's first ever bike and scooter program, operated in partnership with Bird and VO. As the head of the Department of Engineering, it's not every day that you get to celebrate a project like this, well received and truly good, and the residents love it. So it's unique. Sure, I'm thrilled. By every building application and reviewing traffic signal requests and so on and so forth. Don't get me started on paving. But honestly, none of those projects, although they are necessary, none of them captured the public's imagination the same way as hopping on a scooter or a e-bike does. That's because this micromobility program isn't really about just the engineering or about the logistics needed to make sure the vehicles are there, available, or tracking the data, or working with the companies to find places to place the units so they are easily findable, or deploying them for riders to monitor parking and the safety rules. But the real magic of this program is the access that it provides to the people of Newark, the connectivity that it's brought to this city. It is the time saved by the commuters heading to Penn and Broad Street stations, the convenient new way for the university students to catch their shuttles to campus, and it is just easier access to go to the grocery store. Something as basic as going to the grocery store is more accessible now to the high school students getting around town, or the way to draw new customers to restaurants right here in the East Ward. Which thank you, by the way, for hosting us in this beautiful setting. That's what this program is about: freedom, mobility, access. And that's why these shared bikes and scooters have been so popular here in Newark. In fact, we ranked top 10 systems in U.S. mobility in U.S. cities, according to our data management company Ride Report, who we use to track and manage the systems. We do collect the information from the rides so that we can better service the public. When the pilot was launched a couple of weeks ago, no one thought that we would hit 1 million rides so soon. And that's what I'm thrilled to be able to say. Thanks to the mayor, thanks to the municipal council for their support. We'll be making this pretty soon a program permanent to the city. We'll be working with the council for the next coming weeks to pass the ordinance and do a new call for operators for new and improved NewarkGo beginning this fall. So we'll keep what's always worked in the program, and we'll make things better, even better, working with operators to reduce the sidewalk riding or clutter vehicles through the city. We're going to have new incentives and parking policies, getting more New York residents enrolled in discount programs to include and increase affordability, and making sure our operating partners are putting their vehicles where and when they are needed the most in neighborhoods across the wards, with sustainability and affordability as priorities. And of course, we must and we will continue to build out our safe cycling and scooting infrastructure. That is a commitment from the Department of Engineering that will continue in pedestrianization and bike and scooter access in our streets. We will encourage safe riding and reduce conflicts with people on foot and motor vehicles, because this city is pedestrian friendly. It is. We have a lot of residents that not necessarily prefer riding a vehicle their way. So this program has proven by the Million Ride, a million reasons we have, right, that have proven that it is well taken by the city, and it is something that will continue to flourish. I'm looking forward to working with the residents, stakeholders around the city to make sure that we do even a better job on the next phase of NewarkGo, and making sure that we continue to help the people of this city get where they need to go. With that, today you'll hear from our partners from Bloomberg Associates, who helped us plan and launch this program and continue supporting the vision through the permanent program. Our fantastic service providers on the pilot, Bird and VO, and from our city council members who are in attendance, whose number one goal is to ensure that Newark is at the forefront here with us today. They are present and committed as a one city to continue these programs. And of course, Mayor Baraka will be joining us soon. And with that, I'll turn it over to Ms. Janet Sadiq Khan from Bloomberg Associates, whose leadership has been essential in this micromobility effort. Janet?
Congratulations. Very exciting. Thank you, Dolores, and also thanks to Mayor Baraka, VO, and Bird, and the council members that are here today to celebrate this million ride milestone. It's a very exciting milestone. You can see people using it already. We didn't even stage that. And in 2 years since we launched the 6-month pilot for NewarkGo, over 70,000 people have ridden a scooter or a bike. That's a quarter of the population of Newark. And 13,000 Newarkers have used the discount program. 1 million rides is a big deal. I remember when I was transportation commissioner in New York City under Mayor Bloomberg, and we launched the City Bike program, and there were so many skeptics. They said it was unsafe, nobody was going to use it, it was going to be a nightmare. And 10 years later, people have taken 180 million rides. And you can see the transformation all over the city, much like you can see the transformation all over Newark today. And I remember when Mayor Baraka said he knew that this program was going to be a success when he saw somebody taking a scooter to work at a downtown coffee shop. It's a new way for people to get around. And thanks to Mayor Baraka and his amazing team, this program is going to go from a pilot to a permanent program with the help and support of this extraordinary city council. Yes, thank you. And this is going to give people safe, accessible, and affordable choices for getting around. And as the city program grows, my team, and I really want to give a shout out to our project manager, Nick Mascara, who's been there every step of the way, we will do whatever we can to help ensure that NewarkGo keeps going and growing for the next million rides. So congratulations to Mayor Baraka, to Dolores, to VO, to Bird, and the city council members for making this day a reality.
Okay, so thank you, Janet. That was wonderful. And again, your team has been instrumental, not only with setting up the program here in our city, but to continue on a permanent basis. Now, without further ado, we do have representatives from the leadership of VO and Bird. I present to you Ms. Lauren Scrivey.
Thank you, Dolores. Good morning. What a wonderful day to be in Newark to celebrate 1 million rides. My name is Lauren Skirby, Senior Manager for Government Partnerships at Bird. The success of micromobility programs greatly depends on the investment and support from city partners, and we would not be here today if it weren't for the vision and work of Mayor Baraka, the Newark City Council, Richie Fernandez, and Nick Mosquera. Bird applauds and thanks them for supporting this pilot program every step of the way. I would also be remiss if I didn't thank all of the incredible organizations throughout Newark who have been engaged in spreading the word about micromobility and sharing information on safe riding. Founded in 2017, Bird is an electric micromobility operator providing affordable and sustainable e-scooters and e-bikes to over 300 cities and universities worldwide. We work in partnership with these stakeholders to build programs that are tailored to their specific needs, and Bird has been honored to work with the City of Newark in this capacity. Our mission is to get people out of cars to reduce carbon emissions and traffic congestion. Since we launched here in Newark, riders using Bird have prevented approximately 144,000 pounds of carbon emissions and replaced an estimated 108,000 car trips. With over 1 million rides taken system-wide on Bird and VO vehicles, it is clear that those living and working in Newark understand the benefits of adopting micromobility instead of using a car or a ride-hail service. At Bird, we truly believe in equity, and it is not enough to just deploy vehicles where convenient. In order to provide a reliable and affordable service for all, we are intentional about deploying throughout the city and also offering community pricing, our discounted pricing program. For those of you who don't know, individuals receiving state or federal financial assistance, veterans, seniors, Pell Grant recipients, and employees of approved nonprofit organizations all qualify for an automatic 50% off discount on Bird rides. While we have made progress in spreading the word about our equity programming, we look forward to continuing to talk to the community and enroll more riders to ensure that there is no financial barrier for those looking to use our services. Additionally, Bird is proud to have reinvested in the community over the past 2 years by supporting and attending over 15 events and giving away almost 1,000 helmets. I would be remiss if I didn't give a plug that we will be at the Newark Downtown District Farmers Market on Thursday. Should anyone wish to learn more about Bird, receive a free helmet, or learn how to ride safely, which we also have all the information over here afterwards. Lastly, Bird is proud to partner with VO in providing a $5 ride credit for Newark riders in honor of this great celebration. Riders simply enter the code RIDENWK to redeem the promotion in either app. Thank you again for having me here today, and congratulations to all on 1 million rides.
Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. The enthusiasm is way high. I love it. We love it in the city of Newark. And now I would like to welcome Alex Keaton, who is a representative for VO leadership.
Thank you, and thank you to Mayor Baraka, to the City Council, the Department of Engineering, everyone who's put this together and made it work. My name's Alex Keating. I'm the head of policy and partnerships at VO. I sit across the river in New York and Brooklyn, but I loved watching this program grow. I was here in July 2021 for the launch event. Now some 700,000 VO rides, and a couple years later, this is the sweeter event to say we've launched this market and we've helped people get where they need to go in a sustainable and affordable manner. VO is founded with the mission of ending car dependency and providing micromobility services that work for all potential riders and get more folks into the bike lane. I'm proud to have our Cosmos seated scooter next to me, a mode that is much more popular with older riders, with riders with disabilities. Over 13% of our riders nationwide prefer these vehicles because they have some kind of mobility impairment. But frankly, most folks 25 years and up like to have a seat when they ride if they need to. So we're glad to bring this to Newark and make this a really great option. As mentioned before, accessibility and equity have been core to this program, and values that we took from the city and made sure that came through in our programming here. That's now over 13,000 miles traveled in Newark by our access low-income users. More than 80% of our riders use the vehicles for commuting. That means they're going to and from work or school. We survey them regularly. And I think a really important point about the quality of the program in Newark is that some 60% of our riders don't have access to a car. That means for 40% of folks using the service, they're not driving, they're choosing not to drive. But for 60%, they're getting there faster, they're getting there more efficiently, and they're getting there with some joy in their trip. And we think that's a huge benefit to the city. and to our riders. So I'm going to close there. Again, I want to thank the city for everything they've done to set this up, Bloomberg Associates as well. This is a very well thought out program, and I think one that 2 years in has shown a lot of what micromobility can be in American cities. So thank you again.
Thank you, Alex. We do appreciate both Berth and Vio here because that's part of you being with the city when everybody, was not about the vision, and you're here and we're celebrating 1 million positive opinions, right? Okay, so again, I would like to welcome Mayor Baraka. Thank you for being with us. And we are in the East Ward, Newark, so it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Michael Silva, East Ward Councilman.
Good morning, everybody. I'd like to thank the representatives here from the company. I'd also like to congratulate our mayor and my council colleagues here, Council President McIver, Councilman at Large Crump. They were here when this was passed. I'm the new guy on the block. I've been here only since July 2022. But for them to see the vision that how important this is to a city like this, the East Ward is made up of so many different cultures, the immigrant population. They don't have money to buy cars. They don't have access to a driver's license. And this has become a critical way for them to earn a living, for them to go shopping, for them to go to work, so they can live their American dream here in Newark, New Jersey. And I just want to thank all the parties involved, the mayor once again for having the vision, how important this is to the East Ward, and bringing something vital to a community that works hard, that's all about family, and they just want to live the American dream here in Newark, New Jersey. Thank you.
So I would like to invite one of the top advocates for this program. Again, the support of President McIver is unmatched. She championed with the council members and had also the vision to put us where we are today. And, we are going to work on the future for the permanent program. So, Council President McIver.
Thank you so much, Director Wu. And I first want to congratulate our mayor for this vision, for us being here celebrating 1 million rides. It felt like we were just out in Military Park just a couple of weeks ago riding and demoing the scooters and the bikes when they were first coming to Newark. We are excited. I've been an advocate for the NewarkGo program from the beginning. And I think it's something that we always go to other cities. We enjoy, we get on scooters, we get on bikes, but then it's like here in Newark, we shouldn't have it. And definitely we should. The program is great. Many people are utilizing it each and every day. I know a lot of my young kids love it too in the Central Ward and all over the city. But at the same time, people are using it to get from A to B and to have, sufficient transportation to get from point A to point B. And we love it. It's such a good day to be out here in Riverfront Park. Shout out to Marcy, who runs our Parks Foundation, and of course to our East Ward councilman. And that was really cool to see somebody riding by on one while you guys got up. And I'm starting to think that was, staged. But definitely we're excited about it. We know that we have some growth to go in the program. And definitely, as our director mentioned, with our infrastructure around biking here in the city, we have some work to do. But at the same time, we're pushing through and folks are definitely taking advantage of it. So I'm excited to be here today to celebrate. As the gentleman was speaking, I want to let you know that the Cosmo, you were talking about me and Councilman Crump, we prefer the Cosmo. You know, we're like, you know, the elders of the bunch, something comfortable where we can sit down and ride. So we'll definitely be trying that one out today. Just FYI, just in case someone tries to come grab it. We already put in the dibs for the Cosmo, okay? But definitely congratulations to our partners, and just thank you, and to the Bloomberg Group and everyone who made this possible and helping us develop this vision for the city of Newark. We thank you, and definitely we're excited to keep pushing through. And with the support of our council, we know that we can, you know, get this program permanently, and we're looking forward to that. So thank you all.
Thank you, Council President McIver. So just wanted to do a quick shout out to the team again. Nick, thank you very much. Jay, thank you very much. Richie, thank you very much. We go, you know, we're boots on the ground when we need to be. We go visit. We send each other pictures where there, you know, units should not be, and you know, keep each other always ready to provide the best service. And without further ado, I introduce to you Mayor Baraka. Thank you.
Good morning. Just want to first thank the engineering department, Director Wooten, VO, Bird, Bloomberg, for always being a partner of ours through this from the beginning all the way to the end. Well, the beginning to the beginning, I should say. It's good to hear that the council president already advocated for the permanency of the program, which means that our lobbying efforts won't be difficult. And you know, there's a couple of council people here already heard that. So we want to make this permanent. I mean, obviously there are growing pains in making this a reality, but we made it through that. I mean, we're at 75,000 residents, according to RideShare, the top 10 above Sacramento and San Francisco. That's huge here in the city of Newark. The amount of people that are using it, and it's obvious to me that it would be that way. 50% of the people in the city don't own a car, which means that they need alternative forms of transportation. So this makes sense. It makes sense not just because it's fun, but it makes sense because it's practical. It is cheaper. It's better on the environment. It's more community friendly. And because they added opportunities for low costs, even lower than you know, what normally may be, it allows more residents to be involved in the program at the same time. So we're looking forward to expanding here in the city of Newark. I think I only wrote it though when we did the beginning of it, you know. So maybe I need to try it again. But other than that, we're excited about what's happening here in the city of Newark. We want it to grow. As the councilwoman said, there's some infrastructure issues we have to work on in the city of Newark. But I think the people are ready for this. They want this to happen. Our job is to deliver it to them in a safe way that's easily accessible to everyone in this community. So thank you for everybody that participated in this. And let's go Newark.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor. And oh, okay. We have further. Yes. Oh. Oh, Chloe. Hi, Chloe. My apologies. Chloe, we have Chloe from the Environmental Justice Organizer, Ironbound Community. Thank you so much, Chloe.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to see everyone today. My name is Chloe, and I'm the Environmental Justice Organizer with Ironbound Community Corporation in the Ironbound, where we're at right now. It's a pleasure to be here today to celebrate the permanent implementation of NewarkGo because it is such a monumental step towards positive and inclusive mobility in the city of Newark. Being in an environmental justice community like the Ironbound, that has bear the brunt of Newark's industrious past for decades, and this is such a positive step towards the future. Through an initiative like NewarkGo, it makes the city much more accessible to get around and a better environment to be in. Newark is a city whose children have an average asthma rate of 1 in 4, and it's encouraging to see our city start the imperative transition from dependence on fossil fuels with greener and more accessible forms of transportation. This is also an opportunity to acknowledge the types of opportunities that come with this as well. While bringing cleaner air into the city is a part of improving the quality of life, so is providing the residents the opportunity to uplift themselves by doing things as subsidizing ownership of electric bikes, just as those we do for what we can for affordable electric vehicles, right? Equitable, accessible, and viable options for residents to get wherever they want to go is what keeps the city growing and thriving. And that's exactly what we would want for Newark. Thank you.
Thank you, Chloe. And again, sustainability is one of the products of this great incentive. Okay. With that, thank you very much for everybody in attendance. Thank you for everybody that's part of the program. I think that, like Mayor said, NewarkGo. Let's go. So with that said, we're going to take some questions, Q&A from the press.
Are there plans for more docking stations? I've heard a lot of people talk about, kind of seeing the equipment on the streets and, for the pickups.
Okay. So if there's any plans for docking stations. So what I can tell you is we do have plans of areas, marking out areas almost like striping in the city. We're going to start with that because our units, as you can see, they're different. You have bikes, you have scooters. So not every docking area would apply, but there are plans to mark areas for parking of the units themselves, yes.
Somebody comes and picks them up.
Yes. Somebody will come pick them up if there is a, let's say that there's a room for 5 and there's 7, 2 out there. They will come and collect them. Any other questions?
You had discussed expanding the street infrastructure. Can you go into a little more detail? Does that mean more bike lanes or, what talk about in terms of making it safer for bicyclists?
Okay. So if you're familiar with Newark 360, the city is gearing towards making the city pedestrian friendly. And with pedestrianization comes bike, scooter lanes across the city. So there is a plan, and you will find some details in Newark 360. But obviously, street by street and areas, that's going to be something that we're going to plan out in the Department of Engineering in the near future. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you very much once again for attending this beautiful day in the beautiful riverfront park here in Newark, New Jersey. Have a wonderful day and rest of the week.
It's really easy. It looks intimidating when you're over 50 like me, but it's pretty easy.